86 million Americans lost access to their money overnight, and you could be next. Imagine waking up, grabbing your phone, and your banking app just says, error. You're like, huh? You try it again, nothing. And then you're like, you know what? I'll just drive to the ATM. You get there, declined. You check Twitter, trending, banking outage nationwide. Yes, nationwide. Not just you, you're not the only one affected. This is exactly what happened to 86 million people last week. No access to money, no answers, just digital silence. And the scary part? This wasn't a glitch. This was a warning shot, a stress test to what happens when the system fails. And most people fail with it.
Yo, what's up?
First one up.
I don't know what's going on, but Bank of America. If you have Bank of America, y'all check your bank accounts right now. People are reporting that their money is not being in their accounts and it's empty. So if you got Bank of America, go into your accounts and make sure your money is up in there. All right. Share this. Everybody that got Bank of America, don't know what's going on. Don't know if there's a breach, but a lot of people are reporting that their money is not in there. Share this. Be aware. Don't know what's going on.
Crazy.
Hopefully they can get it right. All right.
Don't worry. It doesn't just stop there. It keeps going.
Could you imagine walking into your bank and being told that your account that you've had for over a decade with them doesn't exist?
What?
That's what happened to me on Tuesday,
I would
October
panic.
3rd. I walked into a Wells Fargo branch to let them know I was having trouble accessing my savings account through the app and the ATM. I let the teller know what the issue was and provide him with my driver's license. For some reason, he also can't pull it up. Weird.
I would crash
so he
out.
walks over to his manager. 15 minutes go by, and I'm just standing there, starting to freak out. So I yell out, "What's going on with my account?" The manager then approaches me and says that there's just no record available that shows I ever even had a savings account with them. The next day, I get an email saying they will be contacting me within 2 days and that they need 10 business days to figure out what's going on with my account. So this whole time, I'm just trying to be as positive as I can be because there's no way they're not going to find my account and my money. I got hungry, so I'll upload a part 2.
Now, this last one is my favorite. I'm not going to lie.
Bank of America. Bank of America. Where's my money?
Listen, it's funny, but it's not funny at the same time, ladies and gentlemen. This is real. Listen, by the end of this video, you're going to know how to survive when that happens to you. Because if you think this is only about their bank, you haven't been paying attention. There are going to be 5 very important parts of this video that you do not want to miss because we got a lot of ground to cover to make sure that you understand how to fully protect your money at all times. Now, step 1, we need to fully understand what exactly happened. So let's break it down. In less than 6 hours, multiple major banks, Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, all experienced simultaneous access failures. Transactions disappeared, transfers delayed. This wasn't one server crash, it was a systematic chain reaction. Here's the one thing the media won't tell you either. Your money doesn't sit in your bank account waiting for you. It's loaned, leveraged, and reinvested instantly the moment it's deposited into your account. Here's a crazy fact. Only 2% of all deposits in America exist in physical cash. So when the system breaks, your account balance is nothing but a promise. And when those systems freeze, that promise means nothing. Most people still think FDIC insurance, I'm fine. Wrong, it covers up to $250,000 per depositor if the bank fails, not if the system freezes. If your account is inaccessible, you wait hours, days, even weeks. That's the cold reality that 86 million just lived through. And this is exactly where the dominoes start falling. Step 2, we're gonna talk about how the glitch becomes a crisis. When one bank systems go down, it doesn't stay there. They're all plugged into the same network, ACH, Fedwire, and Swift. One hiccup can delay every transaction, payroll, mortgage drafts, debit authorizations, everything. Think of it like this. If the plumbing in your city shuts off, it doesn't matter what faucet you use, nothing flows. When the outage hit, Zelle transferred failed mid-transactions. Let me repeat that. When the outage hit, Zelle transfers failed mid-transaction. People's rent money disappeared for 48 hours, literally. Businesses couldn't pay employees, and some debit cards still showed pending balances a week later. This is bigger than just tech. Because behind the scenes, the Fed was testing emergency liquidity tools because they know how fragile the system really is. This is why it's important to learn this now. When your cash flow depends on one fragile digital link, you don't own your money, the system does. So let's talk about what the smart people did differently. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using DisputeBeast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that comes with a 110% money back guarantee. But specifically to Luis. Luis's credit score went up 261 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. And Jency's credit score went up 225 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. But let's not forget James. James's credit score went up 207 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. DisputeBeast's link is going to be in the video description and pinned at the top of the comments for anyone that needs to fix their credit. In step 3, we're going to cover the multi-bank strategy. What the wealthy already know. The wealthy never trust just one bank. They always run at least a minimum of 2, sometimes 3 separate accounts across different networks. Because here's how it works. A main account is for your bills and income. Your backup account is for emergencies or outages. You have an online or fintech account for fast transfers or digital access. During last week's outage, people with multiple accounts just switched over. Everyone else, they were stuck calling customer service that didn't answer. Here's the mistake to avoid. Never connect all your accounts to one card or one routing number. That defeats the purpose. Keep them separate. Different apps, different cards, different deposit routes. A great example, your paycheck hits Chase. Auto transfer 10% to Bluevine or SoFi every week. Now, if one goes down, you're still liquid and you have no issues. But understand, diversification alone doesn't save you. You need something even stronger, physical control. But before we jump into number 4, it's kind of crazy because this did actually affect me. I went to dinner with my family and I tried to use my American Express credit card and it said it didn't go through. It didn't say failed. It didn't go through the first time. Then the second time, it just said failed. I was like, well, that's weird. And then the girl looked at me, she goes, I'm so sorry. You come here to eat all the time. We know who you are. American Express is down today. It's been down for the last 2 days. I was like, well, that's kind of crazy. And I said, no worries. Which credit card do you want me to use? And she just busted out laughing. She's like, yeah, you're the credit guy, so it makes sense. So I'm not stressed out about that situation. I was just like, well, that's kind of crazy. And I went about my day like nothing even happened. But I could just imagine, I got in the car and I told my kids and my wife, I was like, yo, I couldn't imagine being in that position where you have no access to any of your money and no outlet to use anything as an emergency. That's a real thing in America. Now, jumping into step number 4, going off the grid without going crazy, of course. Now understand, this isn't tinfoil hat territory, okay? This is how serious investors operate. When banks freeze, cash still spends, but gold still holds value. Like digital assets on cold wallets still move peer to peer. That's why you always keep 3 emergency layers. Now, what are those? Number 1, cash for immediate needs like gas, food, and rent. 2, physical silver or gold, long-term value stability. And 3, a digital wallet with decentralized access for transactions the system can't block. Now, why this matters? During last year's Canadian protest freeze, people's bank accounts were literally turned off. Let's repeat that. Their bank accounts were literally turned off, but those with cold wallets and cash were untouched. Now, here's the biggest mistake to avoid: withdrawing everything at once. That's suspicious activity to banks and can trigger account reviews or freezes. Move small, regular amounts, not one big lump sum. Last part's the most important. Now let's talk about what happens when you do plan ahead. In step number 5, we're going to build your bank blackout survival plan. Now here's the system that I teach my clients, and it only takes 20 minutes to set up. Layer number 1, your main checking account, as we talked about earlier, for income and bills. Layer number 2, a secondary online bank for emergency fallback. Layer number 3, your off-system storage, cash, metals, or digital wallet. Add one more layer if you're a business owner. Keep your business money completely separate. When a bank goes down, both personal and business funds can be frozen if they're linked. A major pro tip, automate weekly transfers. Move $50 to $100 every Friday from your main account to your secondary. That builds silent safety over time. Because this setup doesn't just protect you, it frees you. You're not at the mercy at one login screen anymore. But it's not just about the setup, it's about the mindset also. I want you to understand the financial system's getting hit from every direction. Cyber attacks, AI-driven fraud, power grid risk, and even AI-generated phishing that mimics your actual bank rep's voice. Yes, that is actually a thing. Fed, Treasury, and DHS have all confirmed financial infrastructure vulnerabilities. Translation? They know it's only a matter of time before another outage happens. But here's what happens if you don't take action today. Your debit card stops working when you need it the most. Your direct deposit gets delayed right before rent's due. Your online payments bounce and your credit score tanks because you missed payments that you couldn't even control. That's why learning isn't optional, it's essential. Don't be the person who says, man, I wish I moved my money when I could. Be the one that already did. So let's recap how you can make that move today. Step 1, open a backup checking account. It could be online or like SoFi savings or checking. Step 2, set up an automatic weekly transfer. Step 3, withdraw a small cash stash, 1 to 2 weeks of expenses. Step 4, secure your digital and physical backups. Step 5, keep proof of balances and test your system quarterly. Once you've done that, you're ahead of 99% of people. You'll never panic scroll Reddit trying to figure out if your money's gone. And if you want my exact setup, I've got you. Click the link in my video description to grab my free PDF guide, How to Protect Your Money When Banks Go Down. It breaks down everything step by step so you can lock in your financial safety tonight. And I want to know you're serious. Drop the word safe in the comments so I know you're part of the people who are actually preparing, not just hoping. Because when the next bank outage hits, the prepared don't panic, they profit. And if you have any collections, charge-offs, or negative items that you need to delete from your credit reports, make sure to watch this video right here because it's going to show you how AI will do all the work for you, mail your letters, and it comes with a 110% money back guarantee. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.